What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Happy Saturday, Facebook land. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. Super duper shout out to all my entrepreneurial friends, all my network marketing buddies and pals, my affiliate marketing buddies and pals, and my regular familia. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, getting ready for Labor Day, enjoying the extended weekend. I know a lot of people are enjoying an extended weekend right now. There's a couple of us out here playing duck goose with Hurricane Shanae out there, but it might be okay. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to pop in here really quickly to have a important conversation. I want to have an important conversation for all my entrepreneurs that are out there. I know I've got a significant amount of people that are in the entrepreneurial world that tend to follow a lot of the things that I talk about with these Cedsaid talks. And I wanted to chime in here really quickly to talk about something that's really important. You know, as an entrepreneur, so many of us are focused on getting our money right. So many of us are focused on, hey man, I want to make $5,000 extra a month. I want to make $10,000 extra a month. I want to become a millionaire. I want to become a billionaire. I want to do this. I want to do that. So many of us have this mindset that is zoned in and focused on the moolah. And I want to help you out here really quickly because it's very important. It's extremely important that you fix your mind first before you fix your money. It's extremely important to fix your mind first before you fix your money, or you will be reverting back to be fixing your mind so you can fix your money. Some of y'all didn't get that. Let me slow it down for the people in the nosebleed seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it is super important to fix your mind first before you fix your money, because if you don't, you will be reverting back to fix your mind so you can fix your money. Let me explain to you what I mean. Let's say today you were lucky enough to get the right numbers for the lotto. You were lucky enough to get the right numbers for the lotto. Oh man, you sat down with your grandma. We always know how those grandmas got those right lotto numbers, right? I miss Big Ma. I love Big Ma. Lord rest her soul. I used to come over to Big Ma's house once a week and she would give me those doggone numbers to go play. And man, oh man, Big Ma was right all the time. It was crazy. Love you, Big Ma. Love you. Really do. Here's what I want y'all to think about. You go hit the lottery and you get $20 million. And you have the same mindset that you had when you were making $80,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $30,000 a year. Now, guess what you do? You do the things that someone would do that did not understand what it was to have $20 million, because you had the mindset of a $5,000 a month person. You had the mindset of a $8,000 a month person. You had the mindset of a $10,000 a month person. So you have not leveled up. You had not leveled up to the $20 million. So what happens? You go out and you buy a bunch of shit. You go out and you blow a bunch of bread. You go out and you do a lot of the stuff that you could not do when you didn't have it. If you don't believe this fact, look at every single person that has hit the lottery. Over 90% of them are broke within 5 years. Over 90%. Now, how is it that over 90% of lotto winners are broke in less than 5 years? Because they don't have the mindset for the $100 million. They don't have the mindset for $50 million. They didn't grow along the way. They felt that they didn't need to read any books. They felt that Think and Grow Rich was dumb. They felt that they didn't need to listen to any audios. They felt that they didn't need to go to any personal development events. They felt that they didn't need to grow along with the moolah. So they bought in the same mindset that they grew up with into the $20 million, the $10 million. Oh, you need more examples? Let me help you out. I saw something the other day that blew my mind. Adrian Griffin, the football player, okay, made $100 million. Adrian Griffin, now you hear about this from so many basketball players and football players, it's scary. Adrian Griffin, the most recent one that I heard about, won $100 million in his football career and now is broke. He made $100 million in his football career and now he's broke. Now, some of y'all are sitting back saying, how does somebody make $100 million and now they're broke? How did Mike Tyson make a couple of $100 million and now he's broke? I don't know. When you got a couple of $100 million, Rottweilers don't look as fun. Pit bulls don't look as fun. You know what looks better? I need a white tiger. I need a tiger in my backyard. Let me get this right. You grew up in the hood with Labrador retrievers running around, with pit bull fights, and all this crazy nonsense, and now all of a sudden you got $200 million and a pit bull ain't good enough. A Rottweiler ain't good enough, okay? You need a tiger. Who in the world needs a tiger? Okay, you need a tiger? You really needed a tiger? No, you didn't need no freaking tiger, man. You get so much money do you realize that Mike Tyson did not wear the same outfit twice? He didn't wear the same outfit twice. See, the mindset of, I got all this money now, I ain't got to wear the same clothes no more. Now you're broke. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to raise your vibration before you raise your money. You got to raise your vibration before you raise your money. Otherwise, you're going to go back to the same vibration. A lot of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I do not speak theory. I only speak facts. So I'm going to speak to you from my point of view, from things that have literally happened to me as well. So, case in point, when I was 27 years old, I am now 43 years young. When I was 27 years old, I made my first $1 million. There's a lot of people that thought I made my first million in networking, or I made my first million 5-6 years ago. I made my first $1 million when I was 27 years old. You do the math. Okay, that's 15 years ago, 14 years ago, whatever it was. A lot of people thought, oh my goodness, Sid, you did this, you did that, great. It was wonderful. I mean, it was great, man. You get your first $1 million, it's like the sky parts. But guess what didn't happen? My vibration wasn't raised along with that first $1 million. You see, 2001, I made $60,000. 2002, I made $300,000. 2003, I made $2.1 million. It went from $300,000 to $2.1 million in 1 year. It was ridiculous. Now, what did I go do? My vibration wasn't raised with the $2 million. So what did I go do? I went out and did every single thing that my parents could not do when I was growing up. All the stuff that they couldn't buy, I went out and bought it. All the clothes that I wanted, I went out and bought it. All the stupid jackets and the jewelry and the four-wheelers and the cars and the Mercedes and the Lexuses and the BMWs and all this crazy stuff. Oh, I didn't need a regular house. I needed a pool inside my house. Who the hell needed a pool inside of the house? Okay? I couldn't do basic, right? So what was my goal? Guess what my goal was? A lot of people don't understand that indirectly. See, you didn't write this goal down. And that's why I want to educate some of you right now. See, this isn't a goal that you write down. See, what happened was indirectly, my goal was to get rid of the $1 million. Some of y'all are like, well, whoa, what are you talking about, Sid? See, indirectly, not directly. I didn't write down and say I want to blow $1 million. See, indirectly, I wanted to get rid of the $1 million. Now, why was it indirectly? You see, I saw it was 7 days in a week, so I figured I needed 7 cars. I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, and we showed our money. So I needed to drive my money around. Okay, I needed to drive my money around. I needed to wear my money around my neck. Okay, I needed to step on my money. You know what I mean? I needed $1,000 shoes to look a certain way. I wanted to attract certain people to me, so I wanted to go out and do some of that stupid Floyd Mayweather shit, right? So I went out there and I did it over and over, and 2 years later, I was down to a couple of $100,000. Now nobody feels bad for me. It all worked out. It all worked out. We got it back. Don't get it twisted. We ain't busted there. I told you that was when I was 27. I'm 43. We learned. Okay, we got it back. Here's the cool thing about when you know how to get to $1 million. If you understand the work ethic that it takes to get to $1 million, subconsciously you have built a DNA within your cycle, within your blood vessels. You have built a certain DNA that you know what it takes to go get it back, and you can go get it back. So nobody feels bad for me. It all worked out. We went and got it back. Don't get it twisted. But I am giving you this lesson. And the reason I'm giving you this lesson because I'm seeing too many networkers that are doing this. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. I'm seeing too many networkers that are doing this that think that they got to go prove something to somebody. I got to go buy this $100,000 car to prove something to somebody. I got to go have a $300,000 watch to prove something to somebody. Okay? I've got to go have a $5 million house to prove something to somebody. All these things that you got to have that you technically can't afford, and then you go and burn it to prove something to somebody that you didn't even like. Are you kidding me? You flossing for people that you don't even like to prove to them that you made it. Listen, let me repeat that again for the people in the nosebleed seats. You are flossing for people that you don't even like to prove that you made it. So what? What do you need to prove to them? What do you need to prove to them? Life is too short to be walking around trying to prove everything to everybody. Life is way too short for that. Like, if you keep doing that, you're going to go broke so quick, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. I got a couple of cars, yeah, but you know what I figured out about cars? They all get to the same destination. They all get to the same destination. Yeah, people look at you differently when you're in a Mercedes or a Maserati or a Bentley or a Lexus or a BMW or this or that. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Who cares? Like, I got a car fetish. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's a weakness of mine. I will admit that. But I ain't got nothing retarded. And everything's paid for. We don't do all that stupid stuff. So when you sit back and you think about, who do I need to prove something to? You need to prove it to yourself. You need to prove it to yourself and get your mind right before you keep focusing on your money. Because if your mind ain't right, you're going to revert right back. You're going to be just like a broke football player. You're going to be just like a broke basketball player. I can only imagine what it feels like to make $100 million and now have $5,000 to my name. Are you kidding me? $100 million. And now you got $5,000. Now you got $10,000. Are you serious? You know, I was reading an article yesterday about Master P, right? And Master P, he actually played in the NBA as well. Master P took a $10,000 investment and turned it into $250 million empire. A $10,000 investment and turned it into a $250 million empire. And Master P was talking to some basketball players, and some of these basketball players were saying, look, man, I ain't got time to do this. I ain't got time to do that. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. He was like, you guys are silly. He was like, I played in the NBA. How much time does that take? What, 2 hours a day? 2-3 hours a day? You telling me we got 24 hours in a day? We got 24 hours in a day, and you're spending 2 to 3 hours a day playing basketball or playing football, and you don't have time to diversify. But you've got time to spend all this money at the Louis Vuitton store. You got time to blow all this money at the jewelry store. You got time, okay, to blow all this money at Chanel. You got time to blow all this money at the Lamborghini dealership. You got time for that, but you don't have time to diversify. You see, we're living in the days and times, ladies and gentlemen, that one stream of income is not sufficient anymore. I don't care how much money you make. Because football players have proved it to you. They can make $100 million and still be broke. So one stream of income is not sufficient enough right now. Multiple streams of income are mandatory. And some of you are inside of direct selling companies right now that your owners of your direct selling companies don't want you to do nothing else. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go out and do multiple MLM companies. That's not what I'm saying. But there's owners in MLM that don't want you to do anything else, but yet they're diversified. Hello, McFly. That's called the clue. That's called the clue. They're diversified in numerous different things, but you aren't. That's called the clue. That's called the clue. You better start making your money work for you. You better start making your money work for you, because guess what? If your money becomes a challenge, right? If your money becomes a challenge, I know people that have had to go into their closets, and look at their shoes, look at their purses, look at their jewelry, look at certain things, and because they are financially challenged, now they've got to send it off to places like Mosh Posh. They got to send it off to places that say, okay, you paid $2,000 for that purse, we'll give you $300. And you're screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. You paid $2,000 for those shoes, awesome, we'll give you $200. We'll give you $300. Oh, you paid $10,000 for that watch, awesome, we'll give you $1,500. Now you're screwed. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Your hands are tied now. Your hands are tied. Now, I'm not saying you don't want to have nice stuff. You want to have nice stuff. Nice stuff is cool. Just don't get caught up in trying to prove that you have nice stuff to other people. And don't get caught up in living a life that you really cannot afford. Being caught up in a life that you really cannot afford is a problem. So here's a little motto you might want to live by. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it at all. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it at all. If you're looking at a $50,000 car and you can't drop $100,000, don't buy it at all. You're looking at $1 million house and you can't buy $2 million houses, don't buy it at all. If you're looking at a $20,000 watch and you can't buy two $20,000 watches right now, don't buy it at all. Don't buy it at all. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. Hello. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. Because, let me tell you something. In about, I'm going to say 12 to 18 months. Because the signs are there. The signs are there. I'm going to say in about 12 to 18 months, there's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some challenges. If you can't see them right now, I don't know what you are looking at. I really don't know what you're looking at. If you can't see them right now. Look at all the challenges around the world inside of the economy. And you think everything is freaking, Gucci purses and butterflies. You think everything is cool. Everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. Okay. In the next 12 to 18 months, let me tell you something. If your cash ain't strong and your credit ain't strong, you are going to be screwed. You have been warned. You have been warned. And even if we don't go through a full-blown R word, because I don't like to say the whole word, even if we don't go through a full-blown R word, I will tell you there's going to be so much stuff on sale. There's going to be so much stuff on sale, it's going to be crazy, because people over-leverage themselves. They over-leverage themselves. Listen, just because MasterCard gave you a $20,000 limit don't mean you need a $20,000 balance. I think I need to repeat that for the people in the nosebleed seats. Just because MasterCard gave you a $20,000 limit, it does not mean you need a $20,000 balance. You should only be running 30% of what your credit is, period. You got a $20,000 limit on your credit card, it shouldn't be past $6,000. If it's past $6,000, you're setting yourself up for disaster. You got a $50,000 credit limit, it shouldn't even be past $15,000. This is how you get more credit, by the way, in case you were wondering. Banks love it when you don't use all of it. They love it because they see that you are responsible. They see you are responsible. But some of y'all, you keep going buying this and buying that and 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 buying this and buying that. And guess what happens when you buy a bunch of stuff? You realize that all it is stuff. It's just stuff. It's stuff. It's stuff. Oh, man. At one point, I had 7 cars, right? It was crazy, right? I had a freaking, I don't know, it was 2003. I lost my mind. I had made this $1 million and I lost my mind. So 2003, I went and bought a BMW M5. I bought an Infiniti Q4 truck. I had a Lexus IS30. I had a Mercedes CLK 320. I had a Mercedes E500. I had an Acura 2.5 TL, and I had something else. I don't even know what the 7th car was. I have no idea. I had 7 stinking cars, right? And I realized, I'm like, hold on for a second. I got all these doggone cars in the driveway, and all of them are just depreciating. They're all depreciating. Ain't none of them classics. Some of y'all buy cars and you're like, oh my goodness, it's going to appreciate. Cars don't appreciate, they depreciate. The only freaking cars that appreciate, ladies and gentlemen, are classic cars. Even Floyd Mayweather paid almost $3 million for a brand new Bugatti and sold it to Lil Uzi Vert for like $1.2 million. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how many times you got paid $1 million to punch somebody in the face. You paid $3 million for a car and you sold it a couple of years later for 1.2. That is a $1.8 million loss. That is a lot of money. Jewelry companies love us, man. They love when rappers, you know, I was looking at this video the other day, right? And what's the new cat? Blueface. The cat Blueface that got that goofy song, Tatiana. Bust Down Tatiana. Like, that song is so freaking goofy. Blueface, right? First of all, Blueface, you'll never get a regular job ever again in your life if your rap career ends because you got too many tattoos on your blue face. But Blueface, when it got this collar, right? He got this diamond collar. It was a diamond collar. Oh my goodness. It probably cost 300 grand. It was a dog collar. A dog collar. Going around his whole neck, all diamonds. And I'm like, that had to cost like 300 grand. Like, the jewelry guys are like, I love these freaking rappers. I love these guys. It takes us, 2 weeks to create this thing, and we spend 100 grand and we sell it to them for 350 or 400 grand, and we make $200,000 because they burned the money, and they wonder why they broke 5 years later, 10 years later, and now the jewelry's at the pawn shop for pennies on a dollar. Ladies and gentlemen, you better be smart. You better be smart. You better get your mind right. Get your mind right. Like, bury yourself in some books. Think and Grow Rich could change your life. Think and Grow Rich could change your life. Legitimately could change your life. Rich Dad, Poor Dad could change your life. Could change your life. Okay? Legitimately. The Greatest Secret in the World by Og Mandino can change your life. Legitimately. So while you're spending money on a $50,000 car, spend $7 on that book. That $7 on that book can make you way more than that $50,000 car. I had a friend of mine that bought a really, really, really high-end car. And he called me and he said, Ced, you know how many girls I get with this car? And I'm like, say that again? Ced, you know how many girls I get with this car? And I'm like, bro. Like, listen, we ain't 20 no more. We ain't 20 no more. Like, we legitimately ain't 20 no more. So you got a fancy car and you got all these girls that like you because of your car. That's great. That shows your insecurities. That just shows your insecurities right there. Right there. Okay, if I pull up in a $400,000 Rolls Royce because I got, lights in the ceiling and all this good stuff, and it's like, oh my goodness, the girls are loving it. I'm just curious, what kind of girls are you attracting with that $400,000 car? I'm just curious. Don't get mad when you go broke. Don't get mad when she want a $400,000 car too, because you got one. Okay? Don't get mad, because she's going to expect that. She's going to expect that too. Now, it's something about a woman that likes me in a Honda Accord that's just so sweet. Because if you like me in a Honda Accord, I know what you're there for. Because then if I pull up in something else, it's like, oh, okay, all right, I didn't even know that. Cool. I'm glad you didn't know that, because you weren't attracted to that. See, you better start looking at the inner instead of the outer. Because the outer will get you in trouble. There's too many people that look like money that are broke. I know a whole lot of people that look like money that ain't got no money, but they look like it. You got 3 car notes. Car notes $1,000 a month a piece. You got 3 of them. $3,000 a month to drive cars. Really? $3,000 a month where I come from, that is a, let's see, 507. That's about a $900,000 house. That's about a $900,000 house. $3 grand a month. Interest rates right now are like at 3.25. While you out there buying big whips, interest rates are at like 3.25 right now, because the economy is jacked up. But they keep lying to you. They ain't lowering the interest rates because they bored, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, McFly. Pay attention. Pay attention. The signs are there. Pay attention, McFly. So I would tell you, get your cash right. Get your cash right. Get your credit right. Get your cash, get your credit right. Because those of us that got our cash and our credit right, we like to watch people who burn money, because then we're at the sales picking it all up for pennies on the dollar. That's what we are. We're buying your Rolls Royce that you paid $350 grand for $75,000. We'll drive it for 2 weeks and then flip it for $150. I don't care about a freaking Rolls Royce. It's nice. Look, I know a lot of, listen, and I ain't hating on nobody who's got Rolls and Lambos and Bentleys and this and that, and I ain't hating on none of y'all, because I got a lot of friends that got these toys, and quite frankly, I got a couple of toys too, but I ain't got no car that's 3 digits in front of the comma. That's just retarded. 3 digits in front of the comma and you live in an apartment, retarded. 3 digits in front of the comma and you're renting, retarded. If you don't like this message, so what? I'm speaking the truth. You ain't got to look at this video. You can unfriend me. I'm just telling the truth, and the truth will set you free, because maybe this video won't for you, but it was for somebody that might be following you. See, I want you to really think about the reality of life. When we die, when we leave this earth, we ain't thinking about those cars. When you're on your dying bed, you ain't caring about the house that you lived in. You ain't caring about that Chanel purse. You ain't caring about that Rolex. You ain't caring about that Breitling. You ain't caring about that AP. You ain't caring about all that crazy stuff that you bought. You're thinking about the memories that you created. Now, again, I'm not saying don't have nice stuff. I got nice stuff. There's a lot of people who got nice stuff. I'm just saying be smart about it. That's all. Be smart about it. Don't be all stupid flashy with it too. I know people that are just so doggone flashy that all it does is it just shows your insecurities. All it's doing is showing your insecurities. You got a $5,000 purse but a credit card with 20 grand on it, with a $20,000 limit, with a $23,000 balance, but you got a $5,000 purse. McFly, come on, McFly. Guys, you driving around an $80,000 car. You got an $80,000 car, right? And you look fly. You got an $800 belt on. Oh man, you look fly, but you are ducking child support. What? How do you have an $800 belt, but you ain't paying your child support? You laid in that bed with that woman. You laid in the bed with that woman and gave her 5 minutes of the best 5 minutes she had of her life, you freaking weak. I was getting ready to say something I wasn't supposed to say. You gave her 5 minutes of your life. 5 minutes of your life, and boom, you got all excited, and voila, you're done. Now, 9 months later, the baby shows up. Now, you got $800 belts on and $10,000 freaking shoes and all this other crazy stuff, but you can't even buy your freaking baby Similac. Your baby mama had to take you to court. Your baby mama got to take you to court to pay your freaking child support. Are you serious? You serious? Stop it, McFly. But you got on some $700 sunglasses. Ooh-wee, you look real good. Ooh-wee, you look real good. But no. I got to look a certain way, said. Dog said, you'll understand. Hold on. Here's the one. Hold on. This is what I hear all the time. What is it? You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. No. So many of my networkers use that one. That's your cop out. You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Okay. There's a little bit of validity to that. You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. There's a little bit of validity. I didn't say a lot. I said a little bit of validity. It didn't say go out and run your credit up and go look like something that you're not. Oh, let's go look like something that we can't pay, that we can't afford. Let's go buy all this stuff so we can go recruit people in our business so they can think that we're doing something that we really aren't. So they can turn around and repeat the cycle at the same time. And we can all help everybody get into debt. Ooh. Can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare, said. I done heard that at so many events, it drives me crazy. Can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare? Little bit of validity. On the same token, before you started looking like a dream, you were a fucking nightmare. Before you started looking like a dream, you were a nightmare. So why all of a sudden everything's changing now? All of a sudden everything's changing. You were a nightmare. How can somebody think that they can get to where you are as well if they don't know where you came from? They got to know where you came from at the same time. They got to know that. They can't think that tomorrow they can join the business today and tomorrow they can buy a Bentley. They can't think that. You can't have people thinking that. Oh my goodness, you do exactly what I do, and tomorrow you can buy a Rolls Royce, and you can buy 16 Lamborghinis, and you can live in a $5 million house. You can do all this stuff. Man, please, please, you better freaking hold on to that Honda Accord and stop playing. You better stop playing. You better drive that freaking Toyota until the wheels fall off. You better stop playing. You better stop playing, okay? Because, yeah, over time, you get the upgrade. Yes, over time, you get the upgrade. But ladies and gentlemen, it's going to take some time to upgrade. And you need to live where your means are. And stop trying to shine for everybody. We live in this Instagram, social media, Facebook society is killing so many of us because we got so many people that post pictures of the great stuff, but they don't post pictures of the bad stuff. See, it's easy to post a picture of the car when it arrived, but you never posted a picture when the repo man came to take it. How many of those pictures have you seen on Facebook or on Instagram? Such and such got a different car right now because they couldn't afford the first one, but they showed you the picture when it was delivered off the truck. They showed you the picture when it was delivered off the truck, but they ain't show you the picture when the truck came to jack that mofo up to take it out. Did they do a Facebook Live about that? Did they do an Instagram Live about that? No, but they got you sucked into the Instagram Live when it got delivered. Y'all better wake up, man. Y'all better wake up, man. Because I'm telling you, all this stuff going to be on sale. It's going to be on sale. Speaking of cars, stop buying brand new cars. Are you crazy? Let that thing depreciate for a couple of years. Let the rockhead buy it for the exact price. And then let them lose the 10, 15, 20 grand. And then you come in 2-3 years later and get it on sale. Every car that I ever bought, I got it on sale. I get all my cars on sale so much that when it's time for anybody in my family or friends to buy a car, they call me. Because I go in there and I smash the freaking dealers. I smash them. I smash them in the teeth because I know the numbers. I know the real money is in trade-ins, not the freaking new car. And I know when you traded that car in, you took a bath. You took a freaking bath. And the dealer's going to make 3 grand, 5 grand, 8 grand, 10 grand. Stop it. Stop it. Not on me, you're not. Not on me, you're not. Not when that car been sitting here for 6 months and I've been following it. Not when I pulled the Carfax report and the auto check report and I realized how long it's been sitting on your lot, and I realized that it's costing you money every single month for the car to sit here. It's costing you a couple of $100 a month just for the car to sit here. Oh no, we're gonna go back and forth on this negotiation, Jack, because you ain't talking to a person that's stupid. I might talk slow, but I ain't slow for real. I want you guys to be educated on what's really happening under your nose. As an entrepreneur, you have to be smart. You can't be like a football player that made $100 million that's now broke. A basketball player that made $100 million that's now broke. Stop looking the par and look like what you can afford. Look like what you can afford, because guess what? You can attract people that way as well. You can attract people that way as well. Look like what you can afford. Can you get some nice shoes and a nice belt and this? Yeah, that's cool to have that nice stuff. Because somebody's going to inbox me later or see me at an event and say, well, Ced, you got some Louis Vuittons on, or you got a Louis Vuitton belt. I can afford it too. Don't ask me no questions. I can afford it too. I ain't living nowhere near above my means. Nowhere near. And I ain't got every flavor and every color. Oh, you got 16 belts and 16 pairs of shoes to match it, but you got 5 grand in your bank account. Stop it. Stop it. Stop the madness. And for the record, just because you made $1 million does not mean that you are a millionaire. Stop the lies. Just because you made $1 million does not mean that you are a millionaire. You just made $1 million. I know people that worked at McDonald's for 30 years that made $1 million. It doesn't mean that they're a millionaire. You can make 25 grand a year for 30 years and make $1 million. That doesn't make you a millionaire. Stop with the side talking, the lies to people, and just live your truth. Stop living the fake. All this reality TV and all this crap has got us so screwed up, man. It's got us so screwed up. Do you realize majority of those people on Love and Hip Hop are broke? But you follow them like they really, really got it. How do you think they got on Love and Hip Hop? Because they broke. You don't see no freaking real people with the bread on no reality TV show. Hello, McFly. You ain't gonna get it, though. You don't get it. You don't get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. You renting all this stuff to show it on TV, and then you take it right back. Y'all remember when MTV Cribs was out? Y'all remember MTV Cribs? Some of y'all too young for that. Jason know what I'm talking about. What's up, Big J? You remember MTV Cribs? And then if you remember MTV Cribs, do you realize that over 50% of the people that were on MTV Cribs, that was not their house? That was not their house. That was the house that they rented for the TV show to bring you in. Ooh, it wasn't even their house. It wasn't even their house. So you keep on going out here doing the Bow Wow Challenge. Keep on doing the Bow Wow Challenge. The Bow Wow Challenge will get you broke. Bow Wow Challenge will get you broke. Got Bow Wow out here taking a picture in front of a private jet. When somebody, see, he posted a picture up on Instagram in front of a private jet, and then somebody's sitting right next to him on the plane on Delta. They sitting right next to him on the plane. They sitting right next to him like, dude, why you lying? Why you lying? You ain't on no freaking private jet. Stop your lies, man. You ain't on no private jet. You sitting right beside me. Oh, my goodness. And when did that start? The Bow Wow Challenge. Oh, my goodness. Stop the fake stuff. Stop it. Stop it. It's going to kill you. Stop buying stuff you can't afford. Stop it. And stop hating on people that just because they ain't got this purse or these shoes or this house or this car or whatever. Stop hating on them, because guess what? They might got it. You might just didn't see it. They might got it. Maybe you just didn't see it. Maybe they felt like, I could go put my money in something else. Maybe, just maybe. Some of the smartest ladies I know, they rent their Chanel purses. They rent their Louis Vuitton purses. I mean, I don't know, do you wear it every day? Do you wear it every day or for that event? You spent $5,000 for that thing and you wore it twice? You spent $3,000 for that thing and you wore it twice? You know, you got those shoes. Johnny, you spent $2,000 for some shoes that all bright up with jewels on them and funny laces and all this good stuff, and you wore them twice. And they sitting in the closet chilling. There's $2,000 in the closet. Boom. $5,000 in the closet. Boom. They had Paul Manafort, the guy that was working on it inside of the Trump campaign, and this is not a political comment here, but I saw this on American Greed last night. So on American Greed last night, they did the show on Paul Manafort. And they showed that Paul Manafort had spent like $2 million on clothes. Clothes. $2 million on clothes. On clothes? Who you trying to impress, bro? $2 million on clothes? He spent like $700,000 on some rugs. Rugs. You actually step on these, they get dirty. You step on them and they get dirty. You spent $700,000 on some rugs. Wow. Now somebody's gonna pop on here, because I always like to, I learned a long time ago the best way to overcome an objection is to address it in the presentation. So let me help you out. For somebody that's gonna sit back and say, well, Sid, you know, you got electric toilets that wash your butt. Those weren't $100 toilets. No, they weren't. They absolutely were not $100 toilets. Do you know how much more I got from my house when I listed it because it had electric toilets that wash your butt, though? You have no idea. You have. Do you realize when buyers walk through your house and they say, that toilet does what? Really? Yeah, and you're going to pay for it, or I'm going to take it up out of here. I will take my toilet with me and replace that mofo with a $150 toilet. You want it? You going to pay for it. Okay? Just increase the value. Increase the value that much more. Okay? You better be smart about where you are putting your money. You better be smart about where you are putting your money. Because, ladies and gentlemen, all money is energy. That's all it is. It's just energy. So what is the energy that you're actually putting out there? What is the energy that you're putting out that you want to come back? Because you can put out flashy energy because you want everybody to see what you got, and that energy is going to come back too. because there's people out there that don't have it. So they see you keep putting out all this flashy energy, flashy energy, flashy energy, flashy energy, and you just keep being flashy and flashy and flashy, and you all concerned about your likes and your comments and how many views you got on your video. You should be concerned about the people that didn't like it and didn't comment it, because those are the goons. Do you realize that there's people that just set up fake Instagram accounts just to plot on people and watch them to see who's shining, to see who's flossing? And then they jump out the bushes on your ass and be like, get up. When somebody has a pump to your face that says get down and lay down, I don't care how bad you think you are. Let that pump be in your mouth. Let that pump shotgun be in your mouth, and somebody says get down and lay down, you giving up what you got. You're gonna get butt ass naked and give it all up, or you get your head blown off. Stop trying to act like you all super duper hard. Stop shining so much and be smart with it. Be smart with it. Real G's move in silence. Be smart with it. Be smart on how you're investing. Be smart on what you're spending your money on. Be smart on who you're trying to impress. Impress yourself first versus trying to impress people that you don't like. And I'm just speaking of this. I'm speaking this, ladies and gentlemen, from experience, because I went through this myself. I went through it myself. I get the watch I have on right now. I got on a Rolex watch right now that I bought in 2003. I paid $6,000 for this watch in 2003. Okay, now the watch is worth a little bit more than $6,000 because Rolexes don't lose their value. But here's what's retarded about this story. In 2003, I'm at the mall just buying up a bunch of stuff, right? I made my first $1 million. I lost my mind. I'm at the mall just buying up a bunch of stuff. You know, the T.I. song was playing. You can get whatever you like. Oh man, we was tricking, baby. We was tricking. So I'm in Detroit and I'm at this jewelry store and I see this big stupid freaking chain, right? It was this big stupid chain with this charm, and it was like this big, and it was all diamonds. It was a charm, it was all diamonds, and it was a lock. It was a lock with all diamonds. It's all diamonds. Now, if you've been following me for a while, if you look at some, I'm sure there's an old picture from 7, 8, 9 years ago or somewhere that I got that freaking charm on in Facebook or Instagram or somewhere, right? I see that charm and I'm like, ooh, I gotta have that chain. And I buy that chain. And then when the guy goes to ring it up, I see the Rolex on his arm and I'm like, dude, that is nice. Rolex with the diamond bezel with the black face. That's nice, man. You need to sell me that watch. He said, this watch ain't for sale, bro. I said, stop it. Everything's for sale. Everything has a price. He said, man, this watch ain't for sale. I said, I don't think you understand. You dealing with somebody who's been in sales all their life. Everything has a price. So let's talk. Before you ring up that doggone chain over there, let's talk about that watch. Let's make this a package deal. After 45 minutes of negotiating, I ended up getting the watch. Now, why do I tell you guys this story? I still wear this watch because the watch is classy. I haven't wore that doggone chain in, I don't know, 6 years. 5, 6 years. Because it takes me back to my 1990 days. It takes me back to the days that I was on the block. It takes me back to the days that I had packs in my pocket. It takes me back to the days that I was playing duck, duck, goose with the police. It takes me back to the days where I was standing in front of a guy with a black robe that could control my life. It takes me back to those days. But my mentality when I bought that, because I had just got the money, I was still mentally in that stage. So because I was still mentally in that stage, I bought the same stuff that I would normally buy being in that stage. They say money just makes you more of who you are, right? That's all it does. It makes you more of who you are. So if you got the mindset of a dope boy and somebody give you $2 million, well, you still go do dope boy shit. That's it. You still go do dope boy shit because you got the mindset of a dope boy. But then when you get smart and you say, well, hold on for a second. This person wouldn't do this. This person wouldn't do that. We got a different mindset now. Let's change the mindset now. The mindset isn't about, oh, we need stupid jewelry to shine on somebody to look a certain way. We don't need stupid jewelry. This little, look, I'll tell everybody on here, I don't care. This little charm, I wear this charm every day. You know this thing cost me, I think, like $80. I think it's silver. I ain't even sure. I mean, ain't nothing special about this. There's nothing special about this charm. I mean, the one that I want to wear, somebody won't send it back to me. I wish they would one day. It would be nice. I love you. Thank you. It would be nice if you could send it back. I got no ill will. But this thing was like $80. This thing was like $80. Like, I don't care if somebody look at my chart and say, sir, that's not gold. That's not platinum. I'm telling you right now, it was like $80. I don't care. I ain't trying to hey, this ain't no diamond. I don't even know what that is today. I have no idea. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I ain't trying to prove that to nobody. I got it because I liked it. It ain't had nothing to do with silver or platinum or white gold or nothing. It was $80. Like, okay, all right. I'm like 43 years old right now. I don't need an $8,000 charm. For what? I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? It actually does have a meaning, Wanda. It really does. I won't get into it on this particular Facebook Live, but it does have a meaning. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? As I close this live out, I just want to say, look, guys, look, be smart. Be smart. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the hype. Yeah, Wanda, I wear it all the time. I take a bath in it. I take a shower in it. I don't take it off. Every now and well, I have taken it off. I've had to take it off on certain occasions. But I'm just telling y'all, listen, don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in thinking that people are doing something that they aren't doing. Because they look a certain way. Because they drive a certain thing. Because they live a certain place. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in that. And even if those people got that stuff legitimately, and they are legitimate millionaires, and that's great, and you follow them, and that's awesome, it doesn't mean that you got to do everything that you see. And maybe they are able to afford it at that point. Some of the people can, but majority of the people that I see can't. Remember, if you can't buy it twice, you don't need it once. If you can't buy it twice, you don't need it once. That goes for credit too, ladies and gentlemen. So if you out there financing a $50,000 car, if you can't pay for that car twice, don't even finance it. Don't even finance it. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. That's your motto. That's your new motto. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once. So when I look at big purchases, it's the first thing I go through my mind. Can I buy it twice? Can I buy it twice? If I can't buy it twice, I ain't buying it once. I ain't buying it once. Because you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff on sale. You see a whole bunch of stuff on sale. And there's been a whole lot of people stuff on sale that you don't know about. And people get to buy it for pennies on the dollar because it's now on sale. And you have no choice but to dump it. Because you lived above your means. Because you are living somewhere that you shouldn't be living. You're driving something that you shouldn't be driving. Well, say it, I had to do this at this particular time. I got you. I mean, that was 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Things have changed in your life, right? Just deal with the reality of what you're living in and stop living in the future. There's too many people that live in the future. They live in the future of this is get ready to happen, 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 this is get ready to happen. So they live in what's get ready to happen instead of living in the present moment. I'm getting ready to make $50,000 a month. So you live like you're making $50,000 a month right now, but you make $8,000 a month. You live like you make $50,000 a month right now, but you make $8,000 a month. Pay attention to your reality. Because if you don't live in your reality is going to change your life. If you don't live in it, your reality is going to change your life. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to say, man, I've been doing all this for so long. I know people that live in really, really, really nice places that nobody has ever seen before. Nobody, never have company. Like you live in a $400,000 house, you live in a $1 million house, you live in a $2 million house, you live in a $6,000 a month apartment, whatever you do. Nobody has ever been there, but you get to tell people, hey, this is where I live, this is what I got, this is my zip code. That's great. Nobody has ever been there, but you get to, you like the look that you get when you tell somebody that. My zip code is 90210. Ooh, wow. You love the look that you got from the Uber driver that you just met 10 minutes ago. That you will never see again in your life. Yeah. Scary times. Scary times that we're in right now. So for those of y'all that actually get it, for those of y'all that are actually listening to me, do me a favor. Get your credit right. run 30% balances, get your cash right, okay? Like, there's little things that you can do, like stop spending change. All the change every single day, put it in a bucket. I don't spend change, I don't spend ones. I take all my ones every single day, put them up. I take all my change every single day, put it up. You'd be surprised what you'll see in a year. That's just a stupid, simple way to save some money. And you know, you got your gold, your silver, your real estate, your this, your that, your blah, blah, blah. But for those of y'all that are listening to this, that are really paying attention, get your money right and get your credit right. Because the people that ain't listening to this, or that don't like the fact that I'm spitting truth, they shit gonna be on sale. And you can be the one that can get it for pennies on the dollar. And just do them a favor, like when you buy their car on sale, like paint it a different color so they don't feel bad because you the one that bought it. Paint the house a different color so they don't feel bad. So when you take a picture of it, everybody don't know that you was the one that bought it on sale for pennies on the dollar. Stop shining for all these people that don't really care about you anyway. You keep shining for people that don't care about you. They don't care about you, and you shining on them. You shining. You shining. You shining, boy. You look good, boy. You look good. Oh, you look good. Hey, Andrea. Oh, you look good, boy. You look good. You look so good. You look so good. You look so good. But see, on the outside, you can look good, and you might hate this video. But when you cut it off, you get to look yourself in the mirror and you know your truth. You know your truth. Facebook or Instagram might not know the truth, but you know your truth. So you can argue or be pissed off all you wanna. But when you cut off the video, when you shut down Facebook, when you shut down Instagram, when you shut down your computer, and it's just you and your husband, or you and your boyfriend, or you and your girlfriend, or you and your wife, or you by yourself, or you with your dogs, or you with your salamander, or you with your parrots, or you with your fish, and it's just you, you know the truth. You know what the truth really is. And guess what the truth does? It hurts. With that being said, God bless you all. Thank you so much for popping on this Facebook Live. I know you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to hang out with me for the past 30 minutes. I truly, truly appreciate it. Shout out to each and every one of you that are playing Duck, Duck, Goose with Hurricane Shanae out there in the doggone ocean. I'm hoping and praying that Shanae stays on the other side in the ocean. Don't even touch my people in Boynton Beach and Melbourne and Miami. Shanae, stay away, Shanae. Shanae, stay away. Everybody pray for Shanae to stay away. That's right. I know they call her Hurricane something else, but I'm calling her Hurricane Shanae. Everybody pray that Hurricane Shanae stay away. So let's keep our prayers up in the air. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for spending the time with me. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments, the emojis, the inbox messages. If I inspired you in some way, shape, or form, I'm humbled. I'm here because of each and every one of you. You keep my heartbeat going every doggone day. So with that being said, it's only fair that I end this like I end all the rest of them. Let me put on my, here, for those people that need everything super fancy, let me put on my little $20 glasses. Let me put on my little $20 fishing glasses. That's right. Yeah, I mean, you know, these are little $20 fishing glasses. They match my little $20 shirt that I got on so I can shine. Aha! Everybody have a great day. Talk to you soon. Deuces.